Go no farther. You are warned.
Go no further. We are at ritual. Do not disturb us.
Perception, dextérité.
Enter then. Keep respect.
Wood to wood.
Earth to earth, wood to wood, birth to birth.
I see you. I see myself. I see the all of me. May the ritual be right. May my...
3 battle-weary elven warriors make ritual over the body of a fallen comrade. They're chanting low and fierce, the pain of their losses manifest in every word.
Blood to earth, to wood, to birth. The blood of Sarius to this earth.
Non, voilà.
The tallest, strongest elf, whom you take to be the leader, considers you for a moment. She seems to give you the benefit of the doubt and turns back to the task in hand. She places the tip of a long-bladed spear on poor dead Sarius's chest bone.
Blood to earth.
Her companions reach out and grasp the spear, ready to plunge it into Sarius's heart. The leader gives you a curious look, then turns away.
Blood to earth.
Together they plunge the blade deep into Sarius's heart, then twist 3 times in practiced motion. Blood flows freely to the ground, and Sarius's heart lies open to the world, neatly cut in 4.
Blood to blood.
Each warrior plucks a piece of heart and places it in their mouth. Chewing solemnly, their leader looks to you to see what you will do. It tastes of nothing at all, but as the supple muscle, slick with fast congealing blood, slips down what would have been your throat, it stirs...
Sarius is a warrior, proud and true. Blood to blood, earth to earth, wood to wood, birth to birth. Sarius becomes his tree.
The elves pick Sarius's bloody corpse from the ground. Tova looks to you, then shakes her head. You should not help. The elves send Sarius to his final resting place. His corpse rolls to a stop at the bottom of the pit. The elven leader stands and stares at her fallen comrade. Then she wipes away a tear and turns away. The tall elf stares into the pit with dry, bloodshot eyes, her face betraying no emotion. She does not turn toward you.
That is our business. I thank you for honoring Sarius, but perhaps it is best if you move on.
She nods, casting her gaze back into the pit where her comrade lies.
We lose too much. We lose our homes. We lose each other. We lose our future.
She looks into your eyes, her face set in a fierce frown.
We lose everything. We cannot lose more. The void steals everything beautiful from us. It is hungry for everything worth having.
She barks a dry, joyless laugh.
Sometimes I think I am already dead. Maybe it starts with the sweet parts first, leaves the terribly bitter parts for last.
She considers for a moment, then looks at you directly, placing a hand on your shoulder.
You attempt to honor us during the ritual. You attempt to honor Sarius. You help remember him. But something far worse happens first. Worse than the death of Sarius, who we love. It is why we come here at all. I try to correct it. I fail. Maybe you are stronger than me. The head of an evil man. He kills a scion, a precious person, a person who holds the memories of our people, a person who can heal the ancestor forests, the forests that have been cut to pieces and sold off into slavery.
Je vais juste regarder ce qu'elle a.
Bind that wound that it does not fester.
Armure réactive. Torsion de métal. Waouh. C'est pas mal ça. Alors ça je prends. Ça je prends. Torsion de métal, alors 50 d'armure physique pendant 3 tours. Ouais, je prends. Ah, 4000 hein.
We need you
Merde.
standing.
Healed or not, I fight.
Allez, hop, on donne... Voilà, accepté. Parfait. Ah, je peux rien pour l'instant.
A precious person, yes.
Her whole body tenses, her hands clench into fists, and her voice sharpens into a hoarse snarl.
Sahela! She is my daughter! She is my one! Ruth Anlon kills her, and I don't know why!
She shakes with rage.
Ruth Anlon must pay! You do? You speak to her? You see how precious she is?
She shakes her head.
I wish she is not a scion. I wish it every day, every minute. Ruth Anlon kills her because she is a scion, a precious one, a seed containing all the memories of the ancestor trees in case they are lost. Since the death fog, such a time comes. But someone hunts our scions. Someone takes them from us, one by one. We lose so many. So many! And now, we lose Sahela too. But her story is not over. Not yet. Not while I know who harms her. Do you know the lone wolves? Yes, savage is just right. They care for gold, not life. Sahela is taken to Fort Joy, and the wolves steal her from their prey. They take her life like it is nothing, an item on a list. We come here to find out who pays the lone wolves to do this. Why do they hunt scions? Why do they do this to them? You honor us.
Good.
I fear it is impossible for one of my kind to enter their base. They know we are here. They expect us. The lone wolves' leader is a savage man named Roost Anlon. I want a piece of him, his flesh. If I can taste this. Meanwhile, we plan another assault. In case you fail, there must be a plan in place. It is better for us all to die than for Roost Anlon to live.
Good luck.
The tree-formed spirit slowly...
I see you. A lone wolf took my life as I tried to take hers. She fought the battle well, at least as well as I. The mill ran red with blood. Much of it was mine. Ah!
Find that wound that it does not fester.
That time is past. That fight is done. You must fight.
With a last great creaking groan, he...
J'ai bien envie de...
I see you and I fear you not. I fight. I do not win and I...
Au moins, hein, ça réglait le problème. Ouais. Ok. Attends, là j'ai une idée. Parce que c'est quand même violent ça. On va faire comme ça. Voilà.
The ghostly elf stands protectively over his corpse, eyes darting across the minefield. His gaze never quite falls on you. You are a warrior, proud and true. You saw your people die as the death fog consumed the forest. You heard them scream and then fall silent. You came for revenge, and you found your own death.
Get away from me, you lone wolf tosser!
On va mentir.
Likely story, wolf. Go on. Piss off. Else what? You lone wolves kick the shite out of me and send me into an accursed minefield where my cart gets blown up and I get killed, and all you can do is laugh. Nothing you can do is worse than that.
Ok. Bon.
They don't look friendly.
This is blasphemy! Don't look, workers!
Must have had a strong, impressive work getting past our defences. Now turn around and see if you have the same luck going the other way.
He peers at it, then sheaths his weapon.
Well, why didn't you say? In you go, and welcome. Roost is upstairs if you want him.
Trop facile. Hein.
Place makes a good place. Now we got money.
Careful now. That's a trap. Careful. I'll spot it.
The spirit of a paladin knight leans his head to one side, revealing the huge gash in his neck that nearly took his head off, and grins.
She's stronger than you know. Stronger than you know, boy, and faster too.
He launches one hand forward and, with a jolt, you are him. You're with Paladin Tom Hardwin, your best friend, on your way to arrest the notorious murderess known to all as Mummy Dearest. You find the dwarven lone wolf in a tavern at the bar. She doesn't look like much. You stand behind her. Tom Hardwin calls her name. The bar goes quiet. She doesn't turn, but you see her reach. You step forward to protect Hardwin as the axe comes around. In a moment, you're staring at the ceiling with Tom's hands pressing on your neck. A tavern wench is screaming. And Tom can't stop the blood. And through the panic and the tears, he puts his own price on the lone wolf's head. You just lie there thinking, she's stronger than you knew, and faster too. He tilts his head once more, the great wound that killed him yawning open. He begins to laugh.
Off the top of my head? She's stronger than you know, and faster too. And here's the thing. She hates the wet. It makes her itch, and she makes mistakes. If only it would rain.
A compact, heavily muscled dwarf turns from her training. She flicks her wrist and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is a hair's width from your chest. The blades...
Ever up? Name means nothing. Anyway, I had nothing to do with it, nor did this axe. I took it from an elven raider a day or two ago. That belongs to the original elven owner. Doesn't it add character? All right, we're done. Bugger off.
Elle a carrément son armure. Elle a carrément son armure quoi sur elle. Ah là là.
She returns to her train.
Ok, on va par là.
Laughter plays upon the lone wolf's spirit lips, but madness flashes in his eyes.
Hey, wanna have some fun? A joke, of course. A prank, if you will. Tell Slumberjack here that Mudbarrow wants his money. You greedy smell guilt. Yes, my sleepy friend here killed me for my bloody gold. Serves me right. Ask her where the money is. I'd love to see the murdering little loiter basket.
Est-ce qu'il y a une porte là?
It's the waiting that gets you.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not. Hey, that tickles.
She stretches, shifts position, but doesn't wake up.
You won't find nothing. Money's hidden on the beach by the water.
I've spotted something.
Allez. Une petite arbalète, des flèches. Ouais, c'est bien ça.
He slaps his thigh, tears of mirth rolling down his cheeks. Doubt crosses his face as he realizes he's stuck here forever, and there are no more jokes to make.
Now?
Panic rises. And as the black shadow of eternity looms over him, he becomes hysterical.
Merde.
And what was once laughter is now an anguished scream. He returns to himself. The screaming stops. Both eyes settle upon you at last. He looks tired.
But I've done such terrible things.
He takes this in. A single ghostly tear trickles down his face.
I should go. Use the money well, if you take it. Do some good with it.
He raises a hand in salute and...
Alors, est-ce que je l'attaque ou pas? Bonne question. Est-ce que ça vaut le coup? Je sais pas trop. Je vais voir, voilà.
The whiff of chemistry assails you. You know that it's all in your imagination, but still your throat constricts, your stomach turns, and your vision swims before. As your vision clears, the spirit is revealed, a lizard. He has eyes only for the lizard lone wolf who stands before him. He turns to you. He looks insane. He takes a deep breath and exhales. A cloud of greenish gas envelops you, and suddenly you're the Black Widowmaker, deep down in black shadows, setting your latest creation to paper. A deadly brew that looks and tastes like an elixir. It's your best work yet. You sip a celebratory tonic, and you realize you've made your last mistake. Your throat constricts. Acid burns your guts. Your heart slows to a halt. You slump forward. A kin appears, a lone wolf. He intensifies his gaze on the lizard lone wolf before him. If looks were poison, she'd soon be dead.
Never knew you to be sentimental. Logical.
J'imagine qu'il faut prendre les escaliers. Ou pas. What?
A ghostly aura shrouds the log. Along with a bitter cold shoots up your fingertips, through your arm, shoulder, neck, and into your brain. Your whole body contracts with the aching freeze, and a voice sounds...
See what I see. Feel what look down.
Where your feet should be, you see great gnarled roots disappearing into a mossy forest floor. As you examine yourself, you see the top of a small elven child's head as she approaches. She wraps her arms around you and rests her head against your great trunk. You pass her a memory. Once you were her father. You pass her the softness you remember of her chubby cheeks. You pass her the warmth between... A tear trickles from the child's eye and onto your bark. She whispers that she loves you. She says she will come back tomorrow.
You see?
The child departs, and night falls. You hear voices and the dull thud of axes. A human approaches you and pats your trunk.
You see?
You lie in pieces on the forest floor. Rough hands toss you into a cart and haul you away.
You see? You see what he does to me. You see he takes me from my life. You make him pay. His bones lie buried in our sacred soil, but his spirit I find peace there. He remains.
C'est vrai que là, ça ne donne pas trop d'infos, mais bon. De toute façon, je pense que je vais tous les tuer. Alors... Hop. Miroir noir.
A massive man looms over the desk, his hair a tangle of matted knots. Scars upon scars cross every inch of visible flesh. From his hands to his knuckles, he slurps something round and white into his mouth, thoughtfully chews for a moment, then spits it on the ground, where it lands with a sickly splat. He wipes his mouth and looks up at you.
Ah, there you are, right on time. Some scouts told me there was a Godwoken headed this way. Nice of you to make it so easy on us. Usually we'd have to sniff your lot out one by one. Gotten good at recognising your kind. Someone's trading a lot of gold for the heads of Godwoke. Far be it from me not to oblige. Does that really matter now? Right now? When your lungs are pumping their last few wheezes of air? When your heart's so close to stopping for good? Thing I love about this place, all these lone wolves at the alert, ready to rip to shreds anything unusual, like a trap ready to snap shut when I say when.
He looks at you a long moment. Suddenly, his blank, scarred face cracks into a mask of madness. His eyes...
When?
Ok. Ça va être tendu là. Ok, ça va être un combat. Faut que je tue les sbires, hein. Clairement. Je peux pas... Attends, je vais faire hop. Ah, je lui ai mis le machin, je suis frein un teubé. C'était à mon perso que je voulais le mettre. Hein. C'est pas très grave. Voilà. Et... Très bien. Putain, ça dure combien de temps la rampe de fumée? Parce que c'est vrai que c'est chiant ça. Pas le choix, là. c'est chiant, je vois que dalle. Voilà. Aïe. Ok. En moins. Ah. Shit. Ouais, c'est pas grave. Voilà. Des faire tout bizarre. Oh, tu me saoules. Voilà. Et voilà. Quand même. Quand même. Main de rust. Casque non identifié. Je prends. Ok, on s'en fout. Je prends tout, hein.
The Divine Order? What the devil?
Tout ça se revend.
The contract seems to predate Alexander's ascension too.
He's gone. It doesn't hurt anymore. You did it. You saved me from the bad man. Thank you, thank you.
Ok.
If I could give you the biggest hug in the world, I'd give you the even bigger one. I love you.
Bah voilà. Fait plaisir à des enfants qu'on ne connaît pas. Bon.
The surface of the mirror ripples with a sickly haze. As you gaze into its surface, the haze, you see the outline of a skull, perhaps once an elf, though the flesh has all but rotted from his bones. What remains is the flat, dull colour of sick. The picture flickers, fades, then returns in full relief. Beneath the din of the marching soldiers, or perhaps alongside it, a voice makes a demand. Tell it if you killed another Godwoken. The image strains and flickers again. Each time it comes into focus, an odd sensation tickles your head, like a small, many-legged creature were trying to wriggle its way in through. The image flickers and fades to a hazy sheen once more, and the sensation vanishes. The spirit's chest heaves in short, hard bursts. Its face is pinched into a tight sneer, fists balled up. It falls to its knees and grabs its matted hair in two fists, then rips. The spectral mats break away and...
You! I'll destroy you. I'll drink your blood. I'll... Shove your questions. Swallow nails, you.
He catches a string of spittle with the back of his hand and wipes it away as a malevolent grin spreads over his face.
God did. Do us all a favour and go die.
He scratches at his scarred face with spectral nails, digging deep grooves that instantly vanish.
No. No, no.
You made the bad man go away.
The child smiles a ghostly gap-toothed grin and waves goodbye.
He's gone. I guess this means I can leave. I hope the next place is better. This was a bad place. Bye. And...
Bon bah voilà.